Welcome back, folks, to Age of Lemuria. Oh no! What's been going on? What happened, buddy? What happened?
It's just I was having a nice day, and then suddenly zombies.
And then suddenly zombies, just like that.
I was gonna get some tourists to come down. I was gonna, you know, get ready for my day trip, my vacation, and then suddenly just zombies.
And just zombies, all of the sudden. Okay. That night, I want you to roll importance. This is very important.
Okay, I will roll points.
Yeah. Excellent.
Those odds.
As you are dreaming, right, and you have like your out of body experience, you feel like yourself like walking through like a graveyard. You see this mouth of a cave that's right next to the graveyard, and you like start walking down in it, and you see like this floating spirit like floating there, crying. But that doesn't catch your attention. You keep going down into this tunnel, and you see like dead, and they're like all like clinging to like the walls and stuff, and they all like seem to be just statuesque, right? You keep going further down, and you see like this dark flame emanating, right? So you can barely see in this dark tunnel, and as you go further in, you notice like this woman over a book, and she's like, "Oh, I knew I would find someone. I knew." And that's when you wake up.
You could have just invited me to the book club. That's not what I shout out when I wake up, but Joel awake.
So, like, Billy is like falling asleep on guard duty, and to see if he notices you as you cry in your sleep.
Bruh.
No, Billy's like,
Billy. Untie me, Billy.
okay, so you attempt to wake him up.
Yes.
He wakes up like croaks a little bit, and he's like, where are you at?
Can you untie me, please?
No,
I'm tied up,
no.
but I'm not. But I survived the night. I'm not a zombie. See, I still got all my teeth.
It's like, is that how it works? Go ahead and roll me a persuasion or a deception, as you're like, that's how it works.
You ever seen a zombie with all its teeth? I don't know.
I mean, that might. I mean, I don't know if Billy knows if that's the case. So Billy's like, no, that's not how it works.
But I'm not like I can still speak to you.
Weren't you saying that one of the bodies was talking to you last night?
Billy, untie me.
So you're ruckus, right? It's early in the morning, and then like Farmer Ed's like, oh, keep it down in there. He like comes over and like starts lifting up your eyeballs and checking you.
I think that's already, that's not gonna help you much, Farmer Ed.
He's like, oh, you're still alive. And he's like, starts checking on your wound. He's like, the wound doesn't seem to be infected. I guess you're okay.
Maybe I got lucky. I don't know. I don't know how undead works. I'm gonna be completely upfront about that.
It's like, well, that's a good thing, you crazy finger waggler. He begins untying you. What do you do?
Feel my hands and
Go ahead and
maybe
roll me
check the wounds.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a heal check as you're looking over yourself.
Like a medicine?
Yes, medicine. Oh, you're going to die. Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
You're going to die. So no, you're not quite sure. The wound looks angry, right? But you're not sure if that's an infection or a natural response. You're unclear on what's happening, if anything.
I'm just gonna wrap that up and not tell anyone.
Okay,
That's Adron's style.
sure, sure.
He's that guy. So, Farmer Ed.
It's like, yeah, you still hunkering from some eggs and bacon or
It
human
really goes
flesh or human
for, it really
flesh.
goes for some bacon right now. Give me some juicy. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm messing with you, Farmer Ed. That was a joke.
Okay. He doesn't laugh. I mean, we're laughing as the audience, but he doesn't laugh. He's very much serious. He's like,
So yeah, I guess that's a little bit in poor taste. Yeah. Sorry.
he starts cooking some eggs, and since you said bacon, he starts cooking some bacon and biscuits. And he's like, "What are you planning to do, son? I thought you were going to head to Ravenshaven."
Okay, so I had a what you might call a vision last night,
I don't know.
and
What's that mean?
so
Oh, you've told me before. I just don't believe you.
when I leave my physical body, I sort of transcend into this sort of astral collective projection, and I can sort of navigate the fields of fates and all that stuff.
Now, that's crazy talk.
I mean, it works.
Uh, just like this last response when you told him all about this stuff, he quickly dismisses you. Now doesn't believe you. I mean, he believes that you're like a powerful wizard and stuff, but he just doesn't believe. Like, yeah, I don't see it. I don't believe it. Right? So it's like, sure, buddy. Yeah. He seems polite, right? Seeming to accept your like finger waggling dreams, but he listens to you. What do you tell him?
Okay, so I had a dream, if you'd like to call it that, if that won't upset your like farmer sensibilities, of this. I'm assuming it's a necromancer in their lair, which is a cave.
He frowns at this. He's like, cave. There's lots of caves.
That is true. I don't know specifically which one, but I'm thinking if I'm gone for a month, you know, things might have gone back out of hand before I get back.
He like nods in agreement.
Oh boy, this is a real moral dilemma here, huh?
Sounds to me like you need to take care of that necromancer real fast.
Isn't there a militia, a local militia that can handle that?
He's like, we farmers sometimes get together, but you want us to go up against the undead?
I think we might need to contact the local farms that we can get in contact with, and
Oh, you're talking about the sheriffs. We get the sheriffs and they'll get the Inquisition. The Inquisition can come here. That's a good idea. They know how to deal with wizards.
I was thinking more like an evacuation.
Evacuation? I ain't leaving my home. This is my home.
I mean, you can come back when the undead are gone. It's not like undead steal honey meat, I think.
No, what am I going to do with my horse? What am I going to do with Billy? What about Billy's eggs? What are we going to do with all that stuff? It's the middle of planting season. We can't just get up and leave.
Hmm. Well, we should still contact them anyway so people can barricade their homes and stuff. Do you think you could build like just, nail down the door and stuff?
I got wood out there. Yeah, I could do that.
Okay, so I've got about a week left. I can help you set up like, but when I leave, hopefully when I come back, uh, I will be able to investigate this further. It might be something that the people who are coming to archaeologists might be interested in.
Interesting. So we're going to bring more people here while we're evacuating?
Well, you just said evacuation wouldn't work.
Well, I'm sure
assuming
some people will leave. I know the
They-
slavers will.
That's pros and cons. So, when these archaeologists come, they know that this is dangerous land. They might have thought to bring sort of weaponry with them because this is dangerous lands, sort of out in the open.
Interesting.
You know?
Okay. What are you going to do? You're just going to hang tight?
Well, I gotta go back to Ravenclaw and get Joffrey, hopefully, if he's still alive.
Okay.
It's at least a week's trip, if I remember rightly.
At least. Well, all right. You're
Sorry.
going to do what you do.
Well, if I become a zombie, at least it'll be in the desert, right? And no one will get hurt, you know?
Oh, great. You'll live longer.
Well, I mean, I think the vultures will get me first, you know?
You like shrugs? All right. So what's the plan? Where are you going?
I think I'm gonna gather my after the week of building, just like hammering planks over the windows and stuff.
Sure.
I'm gonna gather my belongings and get ready to fast travel on foot to Ravenclaw.
Excellent. A week passes by. I want you to roll me a perception for your owl.
Okay. It's not a good sign. Perception. He is keeping a lookout, so that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. I assume that he is. He's doing his patrols. For like a week, he doesn't see anything. I want you to also roll me like a knowledge arcana.
Knowledge Arcana.
Yes.
Is it okay to say that during this week we've sort of used the owl to send messages and stuff?
Okay. This is something very interesting. What are you doing with your owl and sending messages? Telling the local farmers to be aware of...
Guard your children, barricade your doors.
Yeah.
There's undead on the horizon.
You being alarmist quickly alerts the local sheriff, right? And people start calling for the Inquisition.
It's probably for the best.
Okay.
I can handle the Inquisition. Just like a small portion of the Inquisition that isn't equipped to handle spellcasters. That'd be great.
I mean, yeah. That's you send you send completely unaware anti spellcasters against necromancers. So yeah, interesting. Okay. That's a good theory.
It's a good theory. It doesn't quite hold up.
Yeah. So, what, if anything, else do you guys do?
Well, I'll be out of town.
Excellent.
Well, the Inquisition will be here.
So we should go to the overland map as the Inquisition is being called or summoned.
Yes, please.
Excellent. We go to the overland map.
So, how long does it? Will it literally take them a month? Because they have to send the message
Yes.
there, presumably. So I
You're
guess they have to keep that.
assuming all the times. You're assuming that approximately at the same time the expedition will be showing up is when the Inquisition will be showing up.
It's fine. I'll be in full, not a heretic disguise by then.
Hopefully. So you're fast traveling to Ravenshaven, correct? I need you to roll me 4 survivals.
Do I still?
So what? You fade out there. What'd you say? Oh no, I think you fell. Let's go ahead and restart. Do you see me? That's good. First one's a success. Try reconnecting. Internet's good. Yeah, internet access is good. Try refreshing. Oh, okay. Let's see if he comes back. See if he reconnects. There you are. Woohoo. Do you see me? Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. All right.
Let's save. All
I
right.
see that natural 20 survival. That was the first day of travel. Keep going. Need 4.
4 natural 20s. Go.
Might happen. You never know. Uh-oh. Did you just... Oh, no. Did you just drop again? You did just drop. Welcome back, maybe? That was a hell of a delay. Let's try reconnecting. Maybe. Maybe. I don't think it's me. I think it's on his end. Oh, welcome back. Yay. Okay. Do you have any shenanigans you'd like to do?
I would like to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a D6.
I'll roll my Portent as well for this day.
Interesting.
Okay, so 3 and 15.
Go ahead and put yourself wherever you like. You said D. Let's see here. Are you there? Yes, you are there.
I'm here. Where am I starting? Just by the baby head?
Yeah, put yourself where you would like.
Just go right on top of the baby head.
Interesting. Yes.
What is it, Redley? What do you make of it? It seems to be some sort of ancient egg person.
Sure. As you approach the site, I want you to roll me a knowledge history.
History is... Damn, he is a history buff.
Okay.
Ah,
These are
I don't
just.
know, bud.
This is a baby head. This is a baby head.
This is a damn big baby head.
Okay. Anything else?
Can I sort of try like kick my leg
Kick your
around
leg.
it
Kick your
to
leg
like
around it.
to sort of see if it goes deeper, like it has a neck.
Sure. Are you going to like spend time digging it out?
Sure. Let's do that.
Go ahead and roll
Just
me
like really.
athletics. Roll me athletics. Sure. As you're working, you find out that yes, this is a top piece. There's much more to it underneath.
Hmm. I like to tell me your secrets, great baby one.
I wish I could.
What is going on with this baby? I can mark this on my map, right?
Sure.
Okay.
I
So
would
when
put
we
it
are
in notes. I'd just stick it in notes. You got notes?
sure.
Encountered a strange statue's head. In the endless desert.
Strange statue head in the desert. Sounds like a job for some archaeologists, see?
Doesn't mean anything to you. A bunch of weird shit just happening.
Is it? Can I like search it? Like, is there
Sure,
anything
go ahead and
in the
roll
mouth?
me. This is a perception. This is not with your owl. It's not
Not
unusual.
investigation.
Yep. Actually, that's even better. Yes, that would be even better. Excellent. As you were going around, like hanging it and stuff like that, you think that this is some sort of statuesque form. Probably just some deity of some sort. It doesn't ring any bells history-wise, but this was one
Doesn't
time.
look like the Holy Master.
Go ahead and roll me another knowledge history.
Maybe the Holy Master is just a giant baby.
Natural 20. You're pretty confident that this is a statue of the Holy Master. After a lot of detailed orientation and stuff like that, this is like an actual depiction. I mean, it's clearly not, right? But it's an artist's rendition of the Holy Master. You're not quite sure what to make of it.
What's it doing out in the desert?
Yeah,
This
this
is
not
crazy.
weird.
Oh man, this is some crazy. Well, I'm definitely going to mark this on Adron's map
Sure.
in case I want to come back to it.
Excellent.
But otherwise,
Found
he doesn't really have
statue
the
of the
he
Holy
doesn't have the
Master.
tools to pick it up,
Oh no, definitely not.
and I don't want to destroy such a relic, even though it is kind of tempting to just throw a fireball at the baby's head.
I mean, it wouldn't do much. It would just stone. And it's already weathered, right? It's not a very good, clear depiction of him. But you know, when you read like the hieroglyphs and stuff like that, you're like, yeah, this is definitely like the depiction of the Holy Master. Although it doesn't look like it because of all the weathering and stuff. So
One day, you and I are going to talk face to face, see, and I'll walk away.
the statue
So you-
just stares at you with its empty eyes.
That's what I thought, statue baby.
Statue baby just replies back. Just empty stare.
So don't look at me like that.
Anything
Come
else
on,
you'd like to
that's all
do?
we had. I have a detect magic spell.
Sure.
I do. Can I ritually cast detect magic
Yes. Let's see here. You see a symbol on the statue. It is that of a chair.
Where is it
Uh,
on the statue?
a very archaic. It is on its forehead.
Does it have a
You know this
scroll
to
of
be.
magic?
Actually, roll me a knowledge arcana. This would be.
Arcana. Don't get a nat one.
Yeah, you definitely know that this is like a wizard's, an arcane mark. So whoever did this must have had magical powers. And they had arcane marked it permanently. So even now it still glows.
But this isn't a Inquisitor mark. It's a arcane. So it's
Uh,
not from.
so it's a very simplistic design, but you know this to be like the heraldry of the Inquisition.
Okay, so this is some ancient Inquisition.
This is pre-Inquisition stuff. However, some founding is on that. Some basis, right?
Can I attempt to dig out that like tiny piece of?
So this is an interesting question. How much water and how much of an effort are you going to spend here?
Well, how many days is it to get to Ravenhold?
You have okay. So you've got two more survival rolls, which would be 2 more days, or a night and day.
So I don't mind spending the rest of the day doing this
Okay.
to like get it out.
Go ahead and roll
Because
me
I've
another
got
athletics.
okay, athletics, that's fine. No way. With my dagger.
So do you?
Wait,
have
I
any-
use my portent. I use my
Okay.
portent.
All right. So you do pass. The heat's not getting to you, or it was starting to. However, tell me how your vision saved you from the heat exhaustion. Yeah, this is a hard one. Tell me how you do it.
I think like Adron has he like had a dream about it raiding, and during the day, like a cloud goes over the sun, and it's like it's like barely enough to like keep him focused on the task.
Excellent. Excellent. You managed to uncover the neck portion of the statue during this time period. It's getting towards dark. Like this is starting to become like a dig, right? But you with your hands, you don't have a shovel or anything like that. This is all loose sand, right? And you're just like clearing it away.
Wait, so did we clarify what Adron is doing here? Sounds like he's uncovering the whole thing.
Is that what you're trying to do?
So what he's trying to do is like go to the forehead and basically remove the sigil that's on his forehead.
Oh, okay. So I didn't understand that part. But do you have? This is interesting. Okay. Let me check something. I actually have to look something up. So, arcane mark.
Okay.
Uh, 5e.
Literally defacing ancient relics. What can I say?
Okay. You know that this mark, even defaced, will last until the creature who did it is dispelled. So as you're like working around it, right, working around this arcane mark, and you remove a chunk of stone, the mark is still there. Does that make sense?
So it's hovering in place. It's not on the stone.
As I understand how the spell works, You establish a permanent link to the subject in your mind and leave a sigil of mark on it. At your option, the mark may be invisible, but any creature that casts spells can always see the mark. Note that an unwilling creature cannot see this mark placed upon it. You can at any time spend an action to determine the general state of the subject regardless of how far away it is, as well as direct or general distance. If placed upon a castle's gate, you will know the condition of the gate and the race of the last creature that touched it. Interesting. If placed upon a living creature, you know the creature's mental state. Interesting. Whether it is injured, etc. Interesting. You can dismiss the mark and you have placed with an action regardless of the distance. The mark is still there. Fascinating.
Okay. So, I just have a hunk of rock with me now.
Yeah. And the statue has like a forehead. Yep. But the mark is still right there, right? So the mark is like hovering in place. And as a creature that can cast magic, you think you're the person who has seen it. You can see it.
Okay. Well, if anything, I can take the rock back with me and be like, this proves that there was a baby face in the desert.
Sure.
You don't believe me. You call me mad. Here's a piece of rock.
Sure.
I'll just hold on to the baby face rock. Just act as a reminder to go back to the statue.
So you're carrying a rock with you. Awesome.
Fancy.
Cool. Would you like to do anything else?
I think keep on walking.
Excellent. Okay. So go ahead and roll me 2 more survivals.
Surviving in the wilderness.
Oh yeah. Easy. Easy.
It's like a straight line.
Pretty much. Excellent. You make it to Ravenshaven. We shift our map over to Ravenshaven. What time do you arrive at Ravenshaven? What time of day? Or night? Oops.
Well, he sort of travels through the night, so I imagine as the sun is sort of rising, he's sort of arriving in Ravenshaven.
Sure.
He's like timed it very well. I don't know. Everyone's still getting up, and there's just a lone wanderer coming on the dusty path.
You are greeted once again by the sound of a blacksmith's hammer, people waking up in the marketplace, shifting of the guards. Let's go ahead and place yourself. Yeah. What do you do? As you like look around.
Do I have a token? Oh, I do have a token.
Should. It should be right here. I'll click on you so you know. But you are actually right here. Sure. Go ahead and roll me a knowledge local.
What is that in 5e?
That'd be
History?
Investigate.
Investigation. Other rumors.
Okay. As you're like asking around about rumors and stuff like that, they're like, well, you know, we do get a few here and there. I heard that there was a recent shipment of mail, but that's in the inn, and that's not, you know, too bad. That's the only exciting thing that's happened within a couple of weeks. A guy pulls out like a wanted poster and like looks you up and down.
Uh, I'm just an innocent farmer. Ooh,
Sure,
gonna
go ahead and
keep
roll me
on
a
walking.
persuasion.
Just a farmer here to sell.
He like shifts the wanted stuff over and he's like, "Yeah, come on, sell your goods. You're definitely welcome here."
Actually, I was sort of coming back to hear from some mercenaries.
Oh yeah,
But
you should go check the mail. That's where all this stuff is.
okay, I'll check
Go
that
talk
post
to
office.
Sarah or Aura, the barmaids. They'll have your stuff.
Thank you very much. Have a good day, sir.
Like nods to you, like looks at the wanted poster, but like shifts it off to the side. It's nothing big.
Just a farm person. Nothing strange.
Commander
Got a little
Archon like
beard.
watches you, right? And then as you walk by, he nods to you, but thinks nothing about it.
Yeah, what would a heretic be doing out in Ravenshaven, huh?
Once
So,
again, as you open into the inn, you see Sarah getting ready for breakfast. You see a dark elf ordering breakfast. You see like the nobles that seem to have been here for like a month are like still partying it up because it's their honeymoon.
it's been a month.
I mean,
They just love hunting.
yeah,
Who can blame them? I mean, come on.
who doesn't?
Talking manacores.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Like, isn't that fascinating?
Isn't that fascinating? Yeah.
They're like all quiver of anticipation, like dragons, and we're going on tours. Have you seen the Mountains of Fire? I was like, oh, that's amazing. That's pretty cool. They like show you like this black rock, and they're like, come here, good sir. Come here. Look at this. Do you know what this is?
It's a rock.
It is. But the locals call it onyx. Isn't it amazing? We don't have anything like this.
You want to bet, kid? I pull out my rock.
You pull out your rock. Your rock is more of like a limestone.
What do you make of this one, eh?
It's like, oh, where's that from? Where did you find that place at? Amazing.
So there is a giant statue of the Holy Master just out in the desert.
Oh, really? Where, good sir? Where? I'd like to go see that. Can you guide us there? We will pay you good money. Of course.
Andrew was about to like say no, but now he's like interested. Like, boy, some money. Sure, I can take you there. I've got some business to do in Ravenshaven, but sure.
Of course, good
It's
sir. Of
about
course.
it's about 2 days travel.
Honey, write this down. Would you like to go see a statue of the Holy Master? Oh, yes, honey, of course, yes. Oh, good day. Good day. It sounds like
Probably
a date.
explain.
Sounds
It's
like a date.
What it is a statue that's been buried in the sand, so you can only see the head. But I tried to dig it, and it goes like presumably all the way down to the whole statue.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a persuasion as you're like trying to
Like big it up,
job, trying to lose your job. What are you trying to do here?
bigging it up. I don't know. Just
What's your objective?
I don't know. You just told me to roll, so I was just wanted that to be clear. Like it's not just a.
Well, you tried to tell them like, hey, it's just this, but they're like, oh no, we must see the statue of the Holy Master. We must see it with our own eyes.
Okay.
You think that their expectations and your expectations are way different, right?
Okay, so I don't succeed in getting their expectations in order.
Yeah, their expectations is like, it's this massive statue that's in the middle of the desert that nobody knows about. They will be the first ones to see it.
Um, sure. How much are you willing to pay for 2 days, or 4 days travel? Because it's
Emma. Emma.
2 days. 2 days there.
What do you think, darling? And he's like, oh, I don't know. What do you think? I say a horse. I say we get this man a horse. And she's like, oh dear, do you think so? And he's like, of course, I can afford it. Anything for you, Schnickums. And she's like, oh, you're so brave and strong. He's like, yes, maybe we shall find another manticore.
In the desert?
Oh, good. Oh, good sir. You were the one that was talking about. Was that you? I can't remember. Was that you? I don't know. Were you talking about wyverns? You seem to have grown a beard. I don't know.
This is probably the first time we've met.
Oh.
You know?
Oh, I'm sorry. You just
blind
me
people.
Didn't you have this silly little owl? We wanted to buy him earlier. I'm sure it was you.
Oh, right.
I'm sure it was you.
Yeah, now I remember you guys.
Oh, Mom. Oh, Mom.
Yeah, I do remember you. You like the beard? It's really coming along.
Oh, yes, it is. It is a good match on you, good sir. The Duchess kind of whispers in her husband's ear. He's like, oh, poppycock. Oh, poppycock. What business do you have here, good sir?
I'm just,
Are you an
business
adventure? A business adventure. Fascinating.
Yes. Adventure tycoon. That sort of stuff. Also, I bear warnings. I was going to talk to the council maybe about undead in the south.
Oh my, undead to the south. What is that? Do you know what that is, honey? Oh no, honey, I don't know it. I think he's referring to like ghosts and myths and stuff. It's like, are you mad? Are you mad, good sir?
I'll show them the bite on my arm.
Oh my gosh. So are you trying to tell them that, like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to show them like you're infected or something like that? What is your goal here? Tell you like, oh, you see my undead scar? I was bitten by a zombie. What's your objective here?
You don't have to believe me. It's just I'll talk to the council. They'll sort it out.
Oh my, fascinating.
Okay, so when do you want to leave for this?
Oh,
like the next morning?
We were just gotten out from our outing. Maybe this evening, good sir? Maybe this evening?
It'll take 2 days.
2 days? How strange. I suppose you do need some downtime if you've been traveling in those rags.
No, I mean it'll take 2 days travel. It won't take an evening.
Okay. Oh, then go about your business, good sir. I will look forward to seeing you this evening. It'll be 2 days. Interesting. Yes.
We'll talk about payment later. And I will try and inquire with Oda about the mail.
This is Sarah. So she's like, what can I do for you, stranger? What will sate your taste? What would you like?
Just water for me, thanks. But I was hoping
she has your
check the mail.
Who is this to? Are you sending
Did
mail?
I leave? I'm sort of expecting mail.
Interesting. She like looks under the counter. She's like, yes, we have several mail. What would you like? What's your name, sir?
One moment, I need to remember my name.
Awkward
Uh,
silence follows as she's like looking at you.
did I give them my real name? That's what I'm trying to remember.
Yes, everybody here, you were very open about your name. Even the council knows
Okay.
you're a wizard. You
Oh,
were very like, you're wide open, like, oh
I really suck at being a heretic. This
yeah.
is this is not the optimal heretic build. Uh,
You're just honest. You're just honest.
it's my name's Adjon.
So like she like there's like a fall of silence in the city of Ravenshaven. You see a few people like get up and like look at you. Like,
What? I thought this was the
people,
town of no judgment.
a few people leave. Um, she's like Adrian, and she like we get like a camera shot behind the bar, and you see her like pull out this wanted poster, and she like shifts it off to the side, and she's like, "Oh, here you are," and she hands you a letter.
Thank you. I will accept the letter and open it.
She nods in reply. In the letter, it reads, Adrian, it appears that we have discovered Moore's location. He is within the Mountains of Fire.
Great.
You must hurry quickly. We require your assistance. And it gives you a location. And you're pretty sure that the location is to the northwest. It seems to be like in the Mountains of Fire itself.
How many days travel?
You get out the map and look.
I don't mind checking later, but well, no.
You think that this is pretty time sensitive. You're thinking that it's 2 days away. Mountains of Fire.
Not too bad. Okay. Do you know if the council is adjourned?
Are you talking to Sarah about this? She's like, no, the
Yes.
council's just getting started.
Good. I think I have something of grave. I have grave news to impart on them.
Of course. Are you going to go up there?
I'm assuming I can just sort of knock on the door, if that's all right with you, Sarah.
She nods. It's just upstairs.
Thank you very much. Have
There
a nice
currently
day.
is no door or anything like that.
I'll take the water with me as I go.
Excellent. You head upstairs. What do you do? You see the dragon Valseth is starting to go to sleep. His shift is over, and it seems like the council is like bringing in papers and documents. Judas like looks up at you and nods, and Elidora, Bar, and Saku all nod at you as you approach.
Hello. I'm back. Did you miss me?
You are.
Adron.
Greetings, John. Like everybody like looks at you, like trying to remember where like they placed you. The Inquisitor Judas shifts very uncomfortable, and he like looks through his paperwork.
Yeah, I guess that's just a thing that's gonna happen a lot today.
Yeah, they all like look at you and like Saku's like, you're the horse thief. So he like blatantly just says it out loud. He's like, oh yeah, you're the heretic. Man, you must have done something real bad. And he like pulls out this wanted poster and he's like, check it out, you're wanted. 1,000 gold pieces. You're almost as famous as Judas here. What did you do?
I just wanted to buy some, like, just sell some freaking.
Says here you're a murderer. You're a horse thief. Says all types of stuff.
I stole a loaf of bread.
Says all types of weird things. Says that you're a danger to society itself. What's going on here?
There was I did visit the city of Alkaline. There was a miscommunication on my part. I feel there was mistakes were made.
She just like looks at you and says, "Are the accusations true?"
Well, hang on. Last time I was here, I did tell you that I was trying to rescue a slave, right?
They all got an agreement, yeah.
So, I did technically do that, and guards were called. One thing led to another, and I am a magic user, so that does technically, sort of not go very well in the history books.
And why are you here? Are you seeking sanctuary?
So I came here to hire some mercenaries, but they're gone now. They've been gone for about a month.
Yeah, about 3 weeks. Yeah.
So here's the dilemma. I'm from the Golden Plains, right?
They like nod.
And I figured I should come here to warn you because you are the nearest town. That there is I'm going to go out on a limb here and say there is an undead legion horde.
Like everybody,
like necromancers afoot.
Shifts. And they're like, what? And they all like look at each other and they're like, Valseth, are you hearing this? And like Valseth like opens up his eyes. And this is the first time that the dragon like acknowledges you, right? He says, speak.
So I was just minding my own business on my farm, where I work for a very ordinary job, and my owl spotted these figures looming in the dark, and they were recently risen, like recently buried, brought back to life, and among them was a undead troll.
They all like look at each other and they're like, that's not possible. Trolls can't be undead. Sabar's like, are we listening to this liar? Clearly this man, we can't be trusted. And Judas is like, yeah, this guy is clearly cannot be trusted. The Inquisition won't even have him. Elidor like crosses her arms. And she's like, shut up, let him speak. And Sakul's like laughing at you. And Valseth, the dragon, is just staring at you.
I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not an evil magic user. I just...
Nobody accused you of being evil.
I mean, I'm a wanted criminal.
Everybody like nods in agreement. Like most of the people in this room are wanted by the Inquisition. Actually, all of us are.
Well, that sort of lightens the tone a bit. General, the same boat.
So they're like, well, are the accusations true? They just want to know the truth. And then you start telling them about like trolls being undead, and they're like, no, that's not true. That's not true at all.
What do the accusations say about me? I didn't actually take the time to post it.
Okay, give me a second. Let me pull up your laundry list of things that you are guilty of. Self-confessed. This is all self-confessed. Let's see here. Where are you at? Should be right here. Is it in my other one? It could be in my other one. Yeah. You ever feel like you got way too much stuff? There you are. Okay. All right. You have been accused of, and they bring out this piece of paper, murder, heretic, confused to be saved by the Holy Master, liar, thief. He is known to reside in the West Farmlands. His mother is still alive. He is a curse upon magic. He is also known as a grave robber. He also said that he was an agent of the dragon. He also has a scar on his thigh. He is known with a man named Jeffrey Edward Mann.
Okay, so let's go through this.
That's his
in
other
order
aliases.
priority. Yes, I do know Joffrey. Joffrey was the guy who is my friend who was taken as a slave, and that's why I've done this whole hiring mercenaries to go rescue him. 2, I am not a servant of any dragons or dragon-like accessories or dragon-like cults or anything like that. Not a grave robber. Didn't do that. There's some confusion has gone on in the investigation process.
These are all accusations. They are wanting you for murder of 2 people, 2 servants of the Inquisition. And robbery and theft of a 3rd item, 34th item. Give us one good reason why we shouldn't turn you over to the Inquisition. You are clearly a liability here. Are you seeking sanctuary here? And now you tell us that there are undead coming, legions of undead. Why should we put any faith into you?
Well, it's bad luck to kill a Stormcrow. Didn't you ever heard that elvish phrase?
So like everybody like looks at Elidora, and Elidora's like, "Your name is Stormcrow." As well.
As well. I mean, that's what they called me when I arrived at the Elvish lands, and they
even the elves rejected you.
I'm not a popular person, okay?
Like everybody's like looking around, like what is going on here? So, are you trying to join us, or what are you attempting to do here? Give us one good reason why we shouldn't turn you over to the Inquisition.
Because we're both enemies of the Inquisition, I assume?
We are a neutral party, but you are actively being wanted.
I mean, I feel like I'm
pretty
neutral.
If you stay here and if you live here, the Inquisition will soon follow.
Okay, my intention is not to settle in this outpost. My intention was to warn you so you can gather any militia and whatnot in case of a potential threat.
That sounds like a persuasion.
Okay. I don't.
So yeah, are you spending your portents?
Seems pretty important.
Yeah.
I'll roll because it's a new day.
It is true.
See if I got. There you go. I'll use the 18.
Excellent. They seem to take you seriously. They're kind of like curious. Like, if your words are true, we will find out soon enough.
Just, you know, I don't want innocent people to die or whatever.
I'll like look at you like curiously, like who is this strange storm crow that flies in, tells bad news, and then runs away?
That's literally all I did.
Yeah, it's a storm crow. Yep.
I like it though.
There you go.
So
we will tell the captain, and he will call forth the militia. Do you have an estimated time or date that these undead will arrive?
I don't think they are marching yet. They seem to be amassing power in a cave about 4 days from here, I'd say.
A cave? I look at Valseth, and Valseth's
like a hideout for a necromancer, female necromancer.
I shrug and reply like a cave. There's many caves around here as well. There's even more caves in the Mountains of Fire. Do you have any other descriptions? Was it raining? Was it desert? What was it?
Oh yeah, definitely raining. It was in the Golden Plains.
So we are safe from there. That's quite a ways.
Okay. I mean, I just thought I'd let you know. Because, I mean, this is the closest town, so if someone was amassing an army, presumably they would be going here first. That's all I thought.
So, the council's like, should we send word to the Inquisition? They're like, it is in their land.
So the Inquisition has already been warned.
They like turn and look at you like strangely.
Look, I'm not, like I said, I might be a liability, whatever, but I don't want undead to murder everyone.
They're not in agreement, yes. Even the Inquisition and the dragons will even align against the undead. They're a monster against life. They are the Black Flame. There's nothing that good that can come from the undead. They are everything the White Flame isn't.
Who benefits from creating these undead?
They like shrug. I don't know. Who would? They all look at like Valseth, and Valseth just remains silent.
And you're not concerned that this place could be a target for, let's say, an envoy with the Black Flame because the White Flame outside? You don't think that's a concern? Because that's my immediate sort of using my brain sort of thing.
Well, we are protected by desert, and we also have a dragon here. We also have the council. The lands of the Inquisition are vast. The undead would get lost before they came here. They all like laugh at this. Like, so vast.
Okay. Well, all I know is undead don't drink water.
They don't have to, no. The dead don't need anything except for the extinction of the White Flame, which is all life.
Did I? No, I won't show them the bite mark. That might be a bad idea. So yeah, I was going to go over to the Black Mountain, maybe, hide out for a bit.
The Black Mountains? Where's that?
The
Mountains of Fire?
Yeah, it's like made of black rock.
Obsidian, yes. Obsidian. Fire rock. Onyx is a different stone altogether. Bar's the one that tells you this. He's lived in the mountains.
Who lives in the mountains, sorry?
Bar, the hunter, the gnoll.
Oh, okay. I don't suppose you have any maps or guides or anything.
So like Saku like licks his toad, like kind of raises his hand. Like everybody like scoffs and roll their eyes.
Lick the toad.
Saku
Is
is
that what
like,
he's gonna
yeah, he's like, lick the toad. He offers you the toad. Do you lick it?
Julius, if I lick the toad, what happens?
Oh, both wonderful and terrifying. You'll have to face your present, past, and future. Go on a spirit journey of great importance. Some people strip down. Some people die. I don't know what the hell happened to you.
Should I do it? I'd like look at
That's
the
your
table.
character.
I don't want to die.
You know that cane toads are poisonous. You do know that.
I think I'll pass, but you know,
Saku seems
Maybe-
disappointed
not cool enough, man.
as he licks the toad. Like, "Rah."
Maybe it's like domesticated. I don't know. I don't know. Anything exciting going on in Ravenshaven that I should know about, in case I need to warn anyone else about the bad news.
They all like
Apparently,
you're the bad news maker, yeah? You bring nothing
just-
but bad news, yep.
it's
Hi.
literally my
Hi, I'm
like the weatherman.
I'm a wanted criminal. I cause stuff.
I have visions
So
of
when you
coming
say, is
faster.
there any news? Valseth tells you that the red dragons have returned to their homes.
Oh, that's nice. Are they, you know, is that a good thing?
Yeah, it means usually it's a little bit safer to travel.
Where is their homes?
The mountains of
Not,
fire.
not the mountain. Damn it! It was the closest to the mountain of fire.
Of course!
I don't suppose you guys know anything about what is a servant of the dragon. Still trying to work out what that is.
They all kind of frown at you and they're like, well, technically, we could be considered servants of the dragon since Valseth is here. So
it's just-
the term is abroad. Usually it means that one serves a dragon. However, servants of the dragon usually imply, like, they kind of look at Valseth and they're like, evil implications.
Good, evil. I mean, undead are evil. But, you know, it's all a matter of perspective unless you're undead. I don't. Have any of you guys seen this giant statue in the desert for the Holy Emperor? It's just like a head sticking out the ground. Stuff like that.
So Saku's like, oh yeah, you're talking about that statue way out in the desert. There's lots of those out here.
Really?
Yeah. All different shapes and sizes. All tons of them. So Judas is like looking at you, is like, how do you know that it was the Holy Master? Even I have not seen the Holy Master. How do you know?
Well, I study a lot of ancient texts, so I recognized it was a depiction of, you know, his very bold and shiny head.
By the
No.
way, like Judas is bald, right?
So yeah, it was, and when I used my ritual to detect the presence of magic, there was a arcane symbol anointed on his forehead.
School's like, yeah, you know the symbol of the ancient text, don't you?
It was like a archaic, like accented chair.
Oh, like no, I didn't.
Does that
hear
sound familiar?
Oh, yeah. So, like Judas, like on his heraldry, has a blue symbol. That's almost exactly the same. It's bigger and much more ornate, but yeah, it's the exact same appearance.
Yeah, so that's how I deduced it was the Holy Masters statue.
I wonder why you're a heretic. The Holy Master has been on his throne for well, he's always been there. He's always been on the Iron Throne, looking over, watching humanity. What you say is heresy. Like Elidora rolls her eyes at Judas's dogma.
But your friend said it as well, that the statues are all out in the desert. You must have seen them. You live in the desert. It was only like 2 days away.
Judas is like, yeah, there's many statues out here. There was once a great kingdom that belonged to the elves, or so the legends say. He like taunts Elidora. He's like, yeah, or so the legends say. Elidora frowns at this and like she shakes her head.
Well, what I'm thinking is, did the city of Alkaline, was it always in the Golden Plains?
And they like look at each other and they like shrug, and then they look at Valseth. Valseth seems to be like losing interest really quickly ever since you stopped talking about the undead. And the dragon's like slowly lowering his head back down to sleep.
Okay. So why do you guys say it's impossible for a troll to be undead? Is that like a rule?
Like,
who decided?
They're like, you don't know the legends, do you?
Do I know
roll me a
legends?
knowledge history. Yeah.
Let me just consult my big brain.
Yeah, go ahead and consult your big brain. Yeah. Yeah, you don't remember these legends about trolls. So what do you remember? What do you remember about the trolls?
They are
ugly?
Well, I remember there was like a troll shaman. I don't know if that's part of the legends or if that's never been heard of before.
They're like shrug.
They're evil. They don't like fire sometimes.
They're all not in agreement with that. Like, yeah, trolls don't like fire. Well, especially the undead. The undead don't like fire.
They're like plants, right? They eat things and they regrow.
Like, trolls will eat anything. Yeah. You can lock a troll away in a cave and it'll live. I've heard like legends of like the ability to like, regrow body parts and stuff, but I don't know if that's true. Valsa slowly like falls asleep. Talking about trolls.
Trolls aren't undead. Trolls are easy.
Elidora, on the other hand, she just seems to like shift, and she just like pulls out she begins working on her reading materials. Judas is like, yeah, trolls they regenerate and stuff like that. So Cool's like licking his toad, like getting high, and Bar's like got this like animosity of like, you guys are talking about trolls.
Heresy to talk about trolls.
You can do an insight.
Insight, sure.
For Bar, because it's pretty plain on his face, but you can't read the null. He's just pissed about something. He's just mad, I guess.
Grumpy old null.
Maybe.
So
maybe you're just terrible at rolling dice. Get good. Get good. I love to tell you a lot of information, but you just seem to not want to.
Can't use pardon on everything.
Yep. You have several options here, right? If you're wanting to know the history of trolls, you have several options here. Each of them having their own history, and all of them have a bit of truth in them. So who, if any, or you can just move away from this conversation. What do you do?
Um, I'll stick around. Here's some history.
Sure. Who do you speak to?
I think Eladora is really just the person to go to.
Excellent.
She's like the most competent person in the room who isn't like falling asleep, biased, or looking at her.
Roll me a persuasion as you try to get her alone to talk to her.
Want another drink? I got a beard now. I was like,
So she like grimaces at your beard and she's like, I'm busy. Maybe one of my companions can help you. Who do you turn to next?
hey, Vileseth,
Sure.
can I talk to you?
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion.
Come on, you.
The dragon is just like, get good! The dragon is sleeping. It's already fast asleep. Who do you turn to next?
Who is? Come on. Help, a fellow outlaw out, pal.
Sure.
Come on. Sooner you tell me stuff, the sooner I'll leave.
Who are you trying to talk to?
Julius?
Oh.
Yes.
So he's like, if it'll get you to leave, what do you want to know? Coming to me third, I see how it is. He's not happy about it, but sure, yeah, okay.
I thought you didn't like me. I know that.
Oh, he doesn't, right? He's like, if it'll get you to leave.
What does trolls? Where did trolls come from?
Trolls are curses upon the land. The Holy Master himself cursed the trolls. And they say that one time the Holy Master, was it? There was a elf. And this elf was a villain of sorts. And he cast him down into the mud and blood. And the creature fell upon the floor. And it wallered and groped and crawled away from the Holy Master. But because the Holy Master is so merciful, he did not finish this elf. And the troll was born out of the mud and muck and blood that the Holy Master spilt that day.
Interesting.
It's a very historical context. Like it was the Holy Master who struck down this elf, who was a villain, and history has lost his name and everything. But it was the Holy Master himself. It was the cursed elves that made the trolls, according to Judas.
According to Judas. Thank you, Judas. I appreciate the information. But do they have a connection with the Black Flame?
Of course, they're evil. All do.
So does that mean the Holy Master has a connection to the Black Flame if he made them?
He didn't make them. They were born out of the Holy Master's pity. It was by his kindness and grace that they live today. Yet, I'm sure you now know the repercussions of such kindness. This is why you must always burn the heretic. And like Seku licks his toe and rolls his eyes. Forgiveness is for the weak. Kindness is for the weak.
They're all crazy. Um. Okay. Thanks, Judas. Uh.
He's like, I can tell you more. I can preach to you out of this book. And he like presents the master, Holy Master's name. He's like, are you interested in converting a fellow man?
I'm curious actually. Does the holy teaching say that all creatures were made by the Holy Master, including elves and
No,
dragons?
no. Most were created from the terrible elves. It was their folly. The Holy Master is what rose us up out of the filth that was created by the dragons. He rose humanity to perfection.
If they're perfect, then why do they have a lot shorter lifespan? Is that
Because the Holy Master needs his children to come back so that he may replenish himself and them.
Oh, okay.
There's no death. There is an eternal happiness with the Holy Master.
We will go back to the Holy Master upon our death, unless we're a heretic.
Oh no, and then you are cast aside. The Holy Master views you. He points at you. You can save yourself. Convert now and be saved.
Well, I mean, I never said I didn't like. I was raised with the Holy Master doctrine or whatever. It's not like I just grew up under a rock.
He shrugs. And he's like, the Holy Master is within all of us. You just have to believe.
Okay. Thanks, Judas.
Judas gives you a little pamphlet and oh, join the Inquisition now. Blah 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 blah. Even though he's not an Inquisitor.
Join today.
Yep. Even though he's not an Inquisitor, he's very pro Inquisition.
How do you feel about some of the Inquisition's methods? Because they're quite brutal, don't you think?
He says, well, of course, everyone has their faults. But, as it says in the Holy Bible, use the axe of kindness to help remove your friend's problems.
To remove your friend's bones. Nice. Okay. Well, I'll make sure to use the acts of kindness then.
He nods in agreement. He's like, yes, kindness often leads to misunderstandings and when you should strike. He's very zealous, right? He's very zealous. He really believes in the scripture that he's handing you. He's like, yes, and the Holy Master is very divine and forgiving. All of our sins that we do here will be washed away and be forgiven. That's why sometimes we have to burn the heretic in order to save them, purify them in the fires.
Okay, well, can't you just, burn me when I'm old?
He's like, I mean, is that what you want?
I mean, I guess, kindness isn't really in the Inquisition portfolio, so I guess it's
no.
It's not really.
It is up to the Holy Master to judge you. It is we who send you to judgment. We're saving you. We're not killing you.
Okay. Well, when you put it
no, they're very much killing your ass. Yep, that's how they view it. That's how they view it. He says, "I was excommunicated because of my kindness. I traveled with these companions and I saw things differently. With the Dragon Balseth and Ranger Eladora Bar, I did not believe that they should be killed, and thus I was excommunicated from the teachings." For my softness.
So your crimes were that you were kind.
Of course. These people, he gestures to Eladora and Bar and Sakura, and he even gestures to you. He's like, you are all covered within sin and could be saved if you all just believed in the Holy Master. Like, everybody's like throwing paper at him, like, shut up with that stuff.
So, why did you turn your back on your own teachings? Because you don't, you clearly believe this stuff, but you also...
I believe the Holy Master will forgive me when it is my time to go. But during this time, I will attempt to convince my companions to believe in the Holy Master. That is why I'm here. That is why it is a trial set before me to convert the people here to believe in the Holy Master.
Okay, well, how valiant of you, I guess. All right, well, it's been a long day. Guess I'm gonna just hit the hay, and I'll be gone in the morning. If that's all right with you?
Of course, yes. You are free to go and come as well.
Good.
So, are you sure you don't want to pray with me?
Is it like I don't have to like cut off my hands or anything?
Of course not. No, you must simply ask for a blessing of the Holy Master every day.
Every day, okay.
Yes, of course.
I'll try and fit it into my schedule.
Faith be with you. May the Holy Master's blessing always grace you. You are his child. You must accept this and be saved. Your white flame will be forever eternal.
I hope so, because otherwise I am in a lot of mess.
So, like, as Judas was like preaching to you and like trying to convince you to convert, everybody else was like plugging their ears. Like, this is
so Judas,
you've done this many times, trying to convert people over to the Holy Master. And he's been successful on some of them as like the shopkeepers, right? Right. So some of the human shopkeepers, which is the majority of them. Yes.
So Judas, you know about this outlaw stuff, right? Is this gonna
You're a heretic.
blow over any, or am I just permanently marked? It's not like 2 months and it expires, like this wanted poster.
Well, you made yourself known to the Inquisition. The Inquisition will save you eventually.
Eventually.
Yes. When he says save you, it means pretty much like, yeah, they're going to kill you.
Okay.
Especially
I think I might.
Since you have a laundry list of confessed sins.
I think I should. It might be a wise idea for me to adopt an alias. In that case, alias is the word I'm looking for.
He says, yes, that or find powerful friends. Like nods to them, and they're like, yeah, you.
Powerful friends, like the Holy Master.
It is not uncommon for the Inquisition to fight among themselves over doctrination and faith. There are factions within the city of Alkaline which you could ally yourself with. There are
really
scrupulous characters, yes, of course.
That does interest me.
Being an Inquisitor Lord is a bloody affair.
Is it possible to atone for this crime without being executed? Hypothetically speaking, like I can't just like pay 1 gold piece every day for a year.
There's actual
10 years.
An actual penance to it, yes. It is possible. But you may not be the original person. Have you seen any of the fledglings?
I have, yes. Creepy.
But they are saved.
Sure, they're saved. What are these? What are the main factions? Is there like a sort of?
There's the Inquisitor Lord known as Wen, and the Inquisitor Lord known as Bartholomew, the last time I was aware of.
2 Inquisitor Lords. They compete for the Holy Master's affections? Is that what I'm getting?
Very much so, yes. Throughout time, Inquisitor Lords have risen and fallen into power. Currently there's 2, but it's not to say that there cannot be a 3rd. Or 4th. I've not been in politics of the Inquisition for quite some time due to my light glasses around current station.
Say, do you know? Like, I might have mentioned this last time I was here, but have you ever heard of an Inquisitor called Edward?
Inquisitor Lord named Edward? An Inquisitor, Lord? So
yeah, let me find his name.
Not aware of any Inquisitor Lords named Edward.
Edward Williams is what I'm asking.
Maybe an Inquisitor? Did you come across an Inquisitor? A man of my station and status, perhaps. Or was. Same station and status.
Yeah.
Trust me, if you had encountered an Inquisitor Lord, you would probably not be alive.
Well, I'm glad I left when I did, to be honest, because it was not very pretty for me there.
There is a hierarchy, very much so. And now that you've been ordained a heretic, you are of the lowest of humanity. But yet, you are above elves and gnolls and boar elves, because you are human. You are still graced with the Holy Master's blessing.
Okay.
You can still be saved, despite your...
One last question, and then I swear I'll go.
Of course.
Do you guys know anything about dwarves and what's up with them?
Doors?
Dwarves, like they're small people.
So like Juice is like, there's no such thing as dwarves, and Elidor once again like coughs, and then she starts writing again. It's like, there's no such thing as dwarves, my good son. Dwarves don't exist. Are you talking about the small folk? Talking about the halflings, and some of them are called dwarves, yes. Talking about midgets.
I'm talking about the legends of smallish people.
Oh,
like
good you mean like the garden gnomes and stuff. Clearly, like Juice doesn't believe in what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, in that case, I bid you all a good day.
Oh, well, good day to you as well. May the Holy Master bless you, good sir. Find your way to him, and you will be saved.
Okay.
Seku offers you his toad. Of all of them, you notice like Seku has no paperwork in front of him at all. It's as if like they don't think he can do it or handle it.
What I'm going to do is I have an idea. I'm going to let my owl lick the toad.
Interesting.
Because I can see through his eyes, but it's not going to necessarily... It's going to affect the owl, not me.
So your owl needs to first pass a DC 11 strength check.
Strength check? Interesting. It does not have the greatest strength.
Okay, so your toad goes, or your owl goes to lick the toad. As it does so, its sticky mucus, it like gets stuck on it, on its sticky skin. The creature gets stuck to the cane toad, and now it needs to make a con save.
Con save.
Interesting. Okay. So we all know that cane toads are poisonous, right? So Do you have any spells going? Do you have your dark vision going? Because your owl just passes out. Your owl
Well,
literally just passes out. Plunk.
well, now I'm blind. Hello? Can anybody hear me?
So like you still have like a connection with your owl. It's just like it just blacked out, right? So you're getting like no sense. You have a presence, but no sensation. It's very bad.
Rexion, not Rex.
So
Axon
Seku like laughs his ass off at this, right? And he like slaps the back of your guy. And he like slowly takes your owl and like mucus and like pries him off of this cane toad. And he's like, "This belongs to you."
Thanks. I'll just fumble my way forward in the dark now in the general direction of rooms and just like fumble for a door.
So he like grabs your hand. He's like, "Lick the toad."
No!
Lick the toad.
I'm blind, damn it. What are you trying to do to me?
So Bar gets up and he's like, "What are you doing, stranger? Can't you see?"
Without my owl, I am very blind, sir.
So where are you heading? So the knoll takes you by your arm and guides you to your room. He's like, "Did you get a room?" No.
I'll just, when the lady comes up, I'll pay for a room.
So like Bar's like, you can't see this, but like his ears drop back and like this guy's total waste of my time. He's like, Sarah, come here. So Sarah comes up, the barmaid, and she's like, "What can I do for you, council member Bar?" He's like, "This man hasn't paid. Would you like to throw him out?" She's like,
Hey, wait, I can pay, on it. Look, I just grab a handful of coins and just blur.
So she has like this plate, right, and then you lay it down, and she's like, "Right this way, sir. Right this way," and she guides you. And she's like, "How do you get around? How do you survive in this world?" And she leads you to your room.
I usually have a guide.
Your guide's currently not unconscious. So yeah, what do? You have time-sensitive materials. You had an appointment with the nobles. You found out a little bit of information. What are you going to do now?
Maybe this is a good place to wrap up.
Yeah.
Feels like it's getting a little late here.
Understandable. It's like, wow. All right.
Just hit the hay.
I will see you folks in the next episode. You got anything left?
Just thank you for the great session.
Not a problem. It's always a pleasure. We will see you folks in the next episode. Bye.
It goes on.